That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. Yeah. That's me. That's me. That's me. Stop. Hold up. PMG.
Hey everybody, it's Benji, better known as Moiciara, and today's video is going to be about married at first sight. Okay, so we're gonna get right into it because y'all know I'm behind with these reviews, so I don't want to be any more behind. I already am because I'm like, I don't even want to say because by the time this video come out, y'all should be caught up on these reviews. Anyway, y'all know I have my notes. So I got first we're gonna go into Bao and Johnny. Cause like I've stated before, I really like them together. I don't know, y'all really like them together, but I feel like I don't know if they're gonna make it, and we're gonna get into why they're probably not gonna make it. I put Bao has to overcome the societal expectation of the norms of being a woman, meaning like, you know, I'm not gonna say maybe it's just a cultural thing, but I do want to say it's just a cultural thing because like I feel like Korean, Asian, Vietnamese, whatever, like Taiwanese, all those Ians, women, they have a sense of, you know, cultural pride, like meaning like they want to always like go above and beyond, basically like be perfect. They has to do everything, you know, to the nines or whatever, because if they don't, then they're not equate to being satisfactory to be able to be with the man. I put she has to allow herself to be in love with Johnny. Like I feel like she's struggling, she's battling with that because she wants to be in a place where she's reached that bar in order to like actually gain and garner that place of true, you know, self of love with him. Mm. I also put uh right, that's what he was saying. Like Johnny was, I remember he was mentioning something about like he feel like sometimes the love can be very like robotic or what have you, and he was feeling like, you know, like when he's like in the mood or in a place where um like he was saying something about like it being kiddie or childish or something, like their love interactions or something like that. Hold on. Johnny has to become more emotionally involved and invested in the relationship than tuning out. And that's what I was basically saying. Like, I have a feeling like when Bao is not giving him exactly what he needs, he tunes out. And now, since they're married, obviously there's something different. And he has to learn how to work on that. Instead of being against it, you got to work to it and through it. Mm. Okay, this is the only thing. Child, I don't even want to talk about this because it's oh yeah, I'm a little laced up here, child. It's doing some things because this stuff is coming down. It's coming down, but I'm trying to keep her and keep it together. She spoke about hygiene. She spoke about hygiene, and she was like, "Oh, you know, I don't even know how to like dive into this because it's kind of like." I mean, it's a lot of things, y'all. You know, she was just talking about like, oh, if she get through working out or something, she might not get in the shower or something like that, or um, she don't take a shower every day, maybe every other day, something of that nature, y'all. It was sounding a little, you know, unsanitary. I mean, I get it to a certain extent, but I don't. Okay, right, I got it in here, y'all. It says, Bao said she's not going to take a shower after the gym, and Johnny said he needs time away to recoup because, you know, he wasn't for that. He's like, what? So he left, which I thought was a bit much. He shouldn't have left, but I guess to avoid from saying anything out of bounds, all that, he decided to leave. So he left. Johnny wants intimacy from Val, and he's telling her that that it's not spicy. The way she acts for intimacy and affection, like right, that's what he was saying. He was like, she pretty much acts like like a child or something, begging for affection or attention. Like, oh, give me a kiss, But it's just like, damn, I don't. I mean, I get it to a certain extent, but then at the same time, like, boy, you gotta understand the person who you're with. You have to meet them where they're at. Um, and she said, they was talking to, I think, Pastor Cal, and she was saying that she was hurt by it. And Pastor Cal, he gave her a nice answer. Like, he gave her a nice answer, but I do feel like, okay, if your wife did that, Pastor Cal, would you accept that? That's the only thing. Would you accept that? Because he said, tells Johnny this is his issue and not hers. That's what Pastor Cal said. And I'm like, okay, Pastor Cal. Yeah, real cute. That's pretty much it I got that was going on between them episodes. Rachel and Jose. I like Rachel and Jose. I could tell he's a control freak, and he's trying. I don't know, because like I said, I'm behind. I don't know if this spilled out the bag yet, but from where I'm at right now, I do feel like that he's trying his hardest to keep it under control, because he knows he's on TV. And like I told you, I still feel like he might just be a little sus. But anyway, I got in here. Rachel and Jose have such a connection, which they do, which is really sweet. He's showing that he likes to lead, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know. I just feel like our men are so conditioned with leading, and don't understand how it can just kind of come across as controlling instead of leading, and it just creates this dynamic where it just doesn't work. Because he was talking about how proud of his credit score he is or whatever, which, I mean, no shame. Credit score, that's A1. You want to be able to brag about your credit score more so than anything going on in your life. Of course, your finances and stuff, but that credit score, we already know how that's sitting. I got Jose seems a bit questionable after asked about sex. He seemed uneasy and gave a deeper meaning that seemed quite conflicting, because I believe he was talking about, all the boxes have to be checked off in order for me to feel like I want to have sex with you, da 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 da. But when Pastor Cal came around, he said that they had sex. So I don't know. I guess those boxes were checked off. Okay. Rachel is shown Jose's home, and they run across his budget wall. He had a whole budget wall, child. He had a whole budget wall, and he seems to be adamant about her getting in line with it. Like, he want her to be like, boom, 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 like, for real. Y'all don't even understand. This is crazy. I mean, I get it, because they're going to be married, but the way he went about it just was too like, okay, well, we're going to have a joint account, and then whatever little money we had left over, you can have that, like, after, she done made him. Child? Okay. Rachel showed him her home, and she seemed to like to go on trips, and she said this though, and he was just like, it's a lot of money that's being wasted to go on trips and stuff like that. He just didn't understand the value of it. And then they had a check-in with Pastor Cal, because she says she likes to collect pencils, I believe, or pens or pencils or whatever, souvenirs to bring back. He was like, oh, do you really need all them? Well, she was like, if I have my own space in the office or whatever, then right, like, what's wrong with that? Like, I can have my little collector's items here, and it's out of the way. It's not a big deal. They had to check in with Pastor Cal. Jose tells him about the finance issues, that they've already having, and pretty much he was discussing like he didn't understand the whole concept behind the trips, whoopty whoopty woo, and Pastor Cal tells him that he thinks too much. And he needs to allow Rachel to be the excitement in his life, which I felt couldn't have been the more the on the T advice he could have gave him, because that's it. That's why I said I feel like he's a control freak, but he know that his camera is going, so he's trying his hardest to keep it reeled in. Okay. Um balance it out, which is always key. And then I pretty much said the whole sex thing. The white couple. I got Brett because I only know her name. I don't know the gentleman's name. I can't think of his name. Um, they seem to be in sync, but that guy, I already told y'all something about him. I just can't read. Like, I don't know. It's something about him I just can't read, y'all. All right. He said. Child, when he said he was a Republican, he had that damn deer on his head. The deer head on his wall. And she was like, "Is it possible we can move that or whatever?" And I couldn't agree more with her. I was like, "Girl, let's get this out of here, because this isn't romantic to be in a bedroom." Like, yeah, he was like, "Oh, I shot it myself. Bang bang." I was like, "Oh, my bad." He didn't say he was a Republican, but we can tell he was a Republican. And sis was pretty much a Democrat. She wasn't. I put Brett went to his home and said he said she's high strung. Okay, so they was meeting the dogs or something like that. And I don't know. I really feel like it's the red hair for him. Like, it's the red hair for him. I think that's what's throwing him off. And it's hard for him to see, because he wants an American gal. He wants him a blonde. I can't even see it with a brunette. He wants a blonde, young lady who's, soft spoken. Okay, very doormatish. He want an American housewife type shebang. I can smell it on a. Anyway, I felt like he was doing too much. And he said that it's something about her, he likes her, but it's not all the way there yet. And I was like, see, that's why I said something about him I couldn't read, because just anyway, Brett said she really does like him, and she's and he said like he likes to do fun things like shooting animals and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, he's a redneck all the way. He's a redneck. I said it. And then that pretty much was it, whatever. Mirala and Gil. I think that's how I pronounce her name. I'll be all over the place pronounce her name. I basically put Mirala has to open up to Gil. And I feel like she's struggling with this on a whole nother level, because it's like, sis, like, what are we doing here? Like, don't you want to be able to be in a place where you got the man, and I get it, maybe he's not exactly what you wanted, but you have him, like, nurture it, groom it, love it, cherish it. And I don't know, so I got, in order for their relationship to prosper, she has to. She's too decisive, whether it's hindering her possibilities of becoming in the. She's too decisive, meaning like she's too cutthroat about where it's hindering, to a point where it's hindering her possibilities of being in the moment and allowing things to work themselves out. Like she's like a control freak too, like, because he asked her about the closet, because she had a bunch of shoes and stuff. Lord have mercy. Oh yeah, and stuff like that. So it just was one of those things where she felt like, I'm not giving her my shoes. I have to buy my expensive shoes. I work hard. Blah blah blah. I get it. I can't really say anything about that, because I know how I am about my stuff. So yeah. there was a thing about being reassured, but you don't want it to be over assured. I'm not sure what I was saying by that when I wrote this. It's been a while. Um, Gil, I put Gil is very free spirited. He's a go with the flow type of person. Wants to hope for the best, so their relationship is definitely going to need some work. And I feel like right, like he loves his dog. Like he don't seem like he have all these isms, you know. And I guess it's because he's a firefighter, so it's like he's put in positions where he has to kind of like think on his feet and go with it because there's a manual to being a firefighter, but the situation is constantly changing. It's never the same thing. So yeah, and Mirala is so structured, like it's like this. Like that's why her and Jose they like one of a kind. They exactly just like that. And I feel like she's got to loosen those reins in order for their marriage to go any further. I put Mirala went to Gil's home and she's not feeling the dog because he kissed the dog. And Gil made a little joke talking about, oh, well, I gotta get a kiss from somebody because you didn't give it to me because they still haven't kissed yet, which is still odd. I'm like, girl, why aren't you having kisses, man? And she's like, oh, it's such a sacred thing. Yada, yada, yada. I'm not kissing you yet because yada, yada, yada. I'm like, girl, please give it a rest. You're a grown woman. Why are you being so AWOL? Anal, I'm sorry. I'm about kissing this man. Like, snap out of it. Then we went to Zach and Michaela, child. Y'all know he had COVID or whatever and stuff like that. So it was just kind of like he wasn't really present until he was negative. And I got all she had when he came home. She had a little note for him, and she had some flower, and he came with some flowers for her. Right. I really like the energy together, but they're both fiery. Like, Married at First Sight knew what they was doing when they put them together because they both very fiery. And I can't really describe it no other way, y'all, but that is, yeah, okay. And then I got, right, he said, right, this was Zach fucked up. Zach said he's looking for that first fight to see where the fire is at. Like, I'm like, boy, why are you worried about the first fight? Like, and I get it to a certain degree. Like, you want to see how people's energy is towards you when you get into a fight because it can easily change. I understood that part, but I was like, you don't say that shit around. Like, you're not looking for the fight. Okay, so when Michaela woke up, Zach was gone. No call or text. She was upset and she left. So, if I heard this story right, y'all, he was putting the dog to sleep or something, and he left. And when he left, when he left, he forgot, he fell asleep, right? And then he forgot to reach out to her and tell her. That's what he played me said. I put Zach is acting real weird, different due to him leaving and giving Michaela the bare minimum of info, which I felt like when she was trying to address it to him, it was one of those pushback moments. That's what it was giving. Like, he didn't like that she was like at him, so he felt like he wanted to be all nonchalant about it, which he shouldn't have did. But I get it. This is their first moment of something going wrong, and he just didn't know how to respond and react. Right, Michaela, she got her shit. She left. She had a little tantrum and shit. It was a lot. But Michaela decided to leave, which is completely right. Cause they was having a conversation about when they get into arguments and stuff. Right, I'm skipping stuff. And she was like, oh, like, no, I wouldn't leave and stuff like that. And sis left. She said she wouldn't leave. They got into an argument or something, but she left. I was like, sis, you going back on your words. I was like, ooh, okay, all right. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Zach and Michaela are clearly upset with one another, and Pastor Cal just walked in because they were still kind of like going over what happened when he walked in. So he could tell the tension was high and some just happened. Um, Michaela stated how they're one of a kind, but she's side-eyeing what Zach is saying. Because he was saying, I forgot what he was trying to apologize and stuff, but she was just being so guarded and like, I don't want to say angry, but like she was being angry towards them. And you could tell like she was saying like she's always counted on her father for every, for that role model, like that man that's in her life to kind of just be there or whatever. And he said, I want to now. When he said, I was like, ooh, he was like, let me take that on. I got it. I was like, well, girl, you better throw it on him. I'm like, like it was for real. Like I was like, okay, all right, And Pastor Cal was telling him like, you hear him? He's saying he wants to take it on. So like, allow him to take it on. I was like, that's a lot, y'all. That's a lot. And hold on. And she was expressing how she's scared and how it's making her nervous being in a marriage and putting her feelings in him, like basically trust him. Basically what I said, like it's a scary process. And I mean, we've all been there. Like when things just seem to be going in a certain place or a certain way, you start to get nervous and you clam up and stuff like that because you just don't know where is it going, and you want to be as clear about what's happening, and that is not something that's fake, that is not something that isn't going to last. And we all know how that feels. So, and clearly their circumstances is different because they're married. So I understood what she was saying, but it was just, she was just being so like so tense. So but anyway, and then, like I said, she had the breakthrough about speaking to her dad because she started crying. Zach, was trying to, console her and stuff like that, which was good. And pretty much I got Pastor Cal came and saved the day because he literally did. Because, y'all, I don't know. I can't even remember what the next few episodes going to be back because, like I said, I don't watch the episodes until I'm ready to, like, make notes and stuff for it because there's no point in me watching it if I'm not taking my notes and doing my homework for it. So hopefully this review wasn't so bootleg because I was really trying to give y'all something so it wouldn't come across so bootleg or what have you. But until next time, y'all, these videos should be out within this week. There should be another video like literally right behind this one. So by the time, because what I prefer to do, I prefer to watch 2 episodes because y'all know how Married at First Sight is. It's lengthy, but it's not always like a lot of stuff going on. So I usually try to wait 2 weeks and then I record that video that second week of the episode so you guys can have like a meaty portion meal review coming from me versus a little 1 episode review because it sometimes just doesn't always hit the mark unless they start really revving the season up and then not just being these little long drawn out ones. Then y'all probably start getting them a little more frequently. But until then, thank you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone that you know who likes reviews or whatever. I'm debating on doing some reviews on some other shows that I enjoy watching only because they're about to go off and I'm a little late and I don't want to be late unless I just do like a season like recap of it. I don't know yet. Y'all want to just comment down the bottom, just let me know. Show suggestions. I should do F-Boy Island. Like I watched F-Boy Island, it was really good, y'all. This is so off topic, but F-Boy Island was really good, and I watched that show Sweet Life LA, and it was cute. It was cute. Kind of gave me very much, Baldwin Hill, College Hill, Laguna Beach, the hills vibes a little bit. Yeah. But anyway, okay, enough rambling. Okay, y'all, bye. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone who's interested in reviews, because we're trying to grow this channel to be bigger and better. Okay, y'all. Bye.